Hello everyone and welcome to This Day. Today is Thursday, July 6th. And I'm Bobby Higgins. We have a great show coming your way today. First off, Mark Rabinowitz with Thrive in the Village will join us. He's going to tell us what Thrive is all about and give us all the details about the upcoming social for next week. And after Mark, we'll be joined by the Fit Brain Club with Dan Daly. We're hoping Dan makes it actually, and also Grace Carpenter. They're going to give us a lot of good information regarding memory, brain health, and planning for the future. It's always good to be prepared and informed, which brings us to today's Stay Informed. And we have a new senior mobility program. I think you're going to like this. This program subsidizes the cost of taxi travel for Laguna Woods residents who are 60 years and older. Once enrolled, you'll receive an identification card that reduces taxi fares. Imagine no cost to go to City Hall or the library or to the Irvine train station. And it's only $5 for 10 miles of travel within Orange County. This is how it works. You enroll at City Hall and receive your ID card. Then you just call the California Yellow Cab Company, grant access so they can come into the gates to pick you up, show the taxi your card, and when you arrive at your destination, you pay your copay. Up to 2 guests ride free when picked up with an enrolled resident. So great program there. That brings us to today's weather. Today is a little bit of patchy fog still, should clear off by 11 a.m., then partly sunny with a high of 74. In the evening, we'll get some patchy fog after 11 p.m. and increasing clouds with a low of 58. Friday is partly sunny, then mostly sunny with a high of 72 and increasing clouds in the evening. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny on Saturday with a high of 74 and a low of 60. This will continue into Sunday and Monday with temperatures rising just a little bit each day. That brings us into our sunrise and sunset. This is a picture of the Ferris wheel at Irvine Spectrum. For me, this is definitely a must-do experience every summer. My kids and family absolutely love it. And today's sunrise was at 5:46, and tonight the sunset will be at 8:04 p.m. So stay with us. We have a great show coming up, and we will be joined by Thrive in the Village right after the break. But right now, let's take a look at today's meetings.
Hi, I'm Dan McEachran. 35 years ago, I was lucky enough to get my start in Laguna Woods. First, building patio rooms, then kitchens. Our cabinets are all built locally in Irvine. It all began with patio rooms, like this Majorca model, which we made into a complete room. I'll pull permits. We'll take care of everything. Give me a call. We'll do a nice job for you.
The Salvation Army Orange County is committed to building hope in people's lives rather than just more shelters. The Center of Hope, a comprehensive homeless care solution, combines a 325-bed emergency shelter, 72 permanent supportive housing apartments, on-site medical, dental, vision, and mental health care, and an award-winning drug and alcohol rehabilitation center. Donate today to transform lives, create safer neighborhoods, and provide an opportunity to end chronic homelessness in Orange County.
Oh, life, how we admire you, are deeply fascinated by you. All your twists and turns and wild rides you take us on. The ups and the downs. Life, you live inside all of us, breathing, growing, beating. You are the reason we'll always provide world-class healthcare. Providence, we see the life in you.
Do you want the government to take control of your assets and your legacy, or do you want to take control? Ellis Carlson Law is well positioned because we have a team of estate planning attorneys. You call us, we sit down with you, and we will define what is the customized estate plan that properly protects your legacy.
I'd like to personally thank Ellis Carlson Law for all my family's estate planning needs. I highly recommend them to everyone.
Hi, I'm Linda Honey. I'd be happy to help you and your family. Please call us today.
Welcome back to This Day. Joining me now is Mark Rabinowitz with Thrive in the Village. You actually probably know him from the Trading Post. But then here's another program that you are bringing to the community.
Yeah, exactly right. Thrive has been around a long time. I've kind of lost track of how long I've been doing this. I think it's 7 years that I've been involved with them, but it was way before I got involved. And it's a little known group who's been doing a lot of things kind of right under the surface for hopefully a lot of folks in helping them. If they need somebody to pat them on the back, you know, we've got PSAs on TV6.
Yes.
That are run. That you can watch one of those and maybe it'll brighten your day. We put up messages on the message board once a month that run constantly that just might be, oh geez, I'm really not happy today, but oh wow, you know, plant a seed and let it develop.
What the message board? Where do you find the message boards?
The message board is when TV6 is not broadcasting something, the message board is then up on the screen.
Okay.
And it runs through ads and all kinds of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you might put, like, what's a message that might be up on the message board?
Oh God, I'm the one who puts them up every day. I've been doing this for a number of years. If you're having a bad day, look in the mirror and smile. Or, you know, some little something
That's true, yes.
did just what you did.
Just gave me a smile.
Just gave you a little smile.
There are studies that even if you're not happy or upset and you force yourself to smile, that it actually does change the chemistry or something. And,
Yes.
And then you do find yourself just a little bit happier.
That's one of the reasons why we do the PSAs and the message board. It's just that. The leader of our little group, Beth Perrick, knows a lot about how this thing works.
Okay.
And many folks in the village, they walked up to me and say, "What do you do?" "Oh, I'm on the Thrive committee." And they kind of get a blank look like, what the heck is Thrive? And that's what we do. As I said, we're just kind of under the surface, but we plant seeds. And hopefully those seeds turn into happiness and smiles.
Right, right.
That's what we're trying to do.
Now, Beth, you said she's the leader of the group. So do you know her background? How does she know so much about the brain?
Oh, Beth, if I'm not mistaken, was a college professor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know both she and her husband, and they lived up in the San Fernando Valley. John was in the movie making business forever, her husband.
Okay.
And then they moved down here, and there we are.
And here we are.
Yeah.
What do you think it is about your background that makes you want to help with Thrive? Have you always been a glass half full or a glass half empty?
I've generally, I'd say for the most part, been a half full type of guy.
Like it.
I was in wholesale sales management for 40 years before I finally said, done, I retired. Well, I never did retire. I did from the working world, but I end up doing a lot here in the village, and a lot of it is tied to Thrive.
Okay.
Before the pandemic, I was the village staff photographer, so I was all over the place, snapping photographs of everybody and everything, and still do a lot of work for the village. The ice cream social, or the social that we've got coming up. This is going to be the first time, I think, that I will be able to attend one of these, and I'm all excited because I also work in the theater. I'm one of the theater techs.
Okay.
So I might have some time to actually show up and get some ice cream.
Yeah, this is the third, for this year, this is the third social that you're having.
Right.
And so tell us about this one coming up.
Oh, this one is kind of, well, let me start by saying, take yourself back to when we were kids. And your folks would say, let's go out and get dessert. Where would you go? Go to the malt shop. Where else would you go? There
Right.
weren't many ice cream stores, the malt shop. So we're having ice cream, soda, floats, presented in conjunction with Thrive and Memorial Care. And we're just trying to, again, generate, like we've done in the past two, we're trying to generate some new friendships, or maybe you'll see somebody you haven't seen in a while at the event, and then you can sit and talk while you're drinking your ice cream soda.
I love that. And then there will also be speakers from Memorial Care's emergency department.
Yes,
So you get a little bit of information as well.
exactly.
And then the nice thing too is there's sugar-free options available.
Absolutely, because there are folks that
Yeah.
can't have sugar. So that has been thought of and taken care of.
And one of the other things I think is so great, there's going to be a few games and
Yep.
some giveaway opportunities.
Yeah.
So not only can you meet people,
Yes.
have an enjoyable outing for the day, but you may come away with some present,
A
some
new
gift.
car, you know, like we're just on TV.
It's not quite Price is Right.
Obviously, yeah, obviously we're not going that big, but it's just something that, yeah, like you just said, that you can take home, and every time you look at it, whatever it happens to be, again,
Yeah.
thrive in the smile.
Well, and social interaction is so important.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I remember when I was a new mom, that's one of those times in your life as well, where it's like you tend to be isolated, you tend to be at home with just a baby,
Yeah.
you know, dad's off to work, and it can be isolating. And one of the
Yeah.
things that, you know, is sometimes hard to do is to let me go take this class or go to this function by myself.
Yeah.
Normally I always went with my husband to everything. And
course.
so, but then by going and doing that and making that effort, you meet people, and the next thing you know, oh my gosh, this is one of my dearest friends who became godmother to all my children.
You just told everybody watching what Thrive does,
Good,
in a nutshell.
good.
Yeah,
Well, thank you for joining us today. I appreciate it.
happy to do so.
Space is limited, though. They need to have everybody contact Jessica. Please give her a call at 949-452-3791 to let her know you're coming. And we look forward to seeing you there, and
Yeah.
hopefully seeing you there.
I look forward to having an ice cream soda.
We'll see you in a moment, right after this.
Mary Ann Bamberger writes, "When I first walked into the sewing room, I was shown such kindness and patience. I'm now part of the sewing room staff. It's awe-inspiring that Judy Yen comes into the sewing room 5 days a week to sew quilts for various charities. Her time and kindness is truly a beautiful thing."
Dr. Farhumand and her associates at Brilliant Smile are excited to announce we now feature cone beam computed tomography. CBCT scans have many benefits over traditional x-rays. They are fast, safe, non-invasive, and provide better care to our patients. The 3D images provide an accurate view of teeth, bones, and soft tissue. It allows us to diagnose and treat more effectively. Also, it features modern diagnosing of sleep apnea by checking the airways and obstructions. Get started today. Call Brilliant Smile, Laguna Woods Village favorite dentist.
Achieve a level of comfort you've never known before. The Daydreamer will take you through smooth movements and guide you effortlessly into your favorite positions. Adjust the power pillow for ideal support for your head and neck. This and our positioning technology allows for infinite relaxation. Lay back in zero gravity while watching TV and put your body and mind at ease. Lift your spirits and find your favorite daydream. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
The California Attorney General, Ron Bonta, issued a consumer alert on hearing aids sold over the counter or online. Quote, while hearing aids sold online or over the counter may appear to be more cost effective than traditional hearing aids, they may not properly address your particular hearing loss needs, or they may be outright scams. He goes on to say, get checked by a licensed hearing professional and beware of misleading claims. Call Advanced Ear Care today for answers on over-the-counter hearing aids and options. Tell them Stewart sent you.
Welcome back to This Day. I've now got my memory back. Joining us is Grace Carpenter, and she's going to be talking about the Fit Brain Club and memory and all kinds of things you can do to keep your cognitive going strong. And obviously, I need that today.
We all need it. We need it.
My excuse is I'm sleep deprived. I'm getting used to the early morning schedule.
I totally understand that one. Yeah, me too.
So and coming off of the 4th of July holiday too. That's a lot to do with it. Now, did you go to the golf cart parade?
No, I didn't. I was involved in another party that we were having in the neighborhood. Yes. And I didn't get to the golf cart, but everybody told me. They told me that the 19th restaurant prepared a special hamburger, mix of beef and pork, and it was like so delicious, and it was only $10, and they all had a wonderful time.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
How nice. Now, was there a place to see fireworks from around here?
Well, we used to see them over right there at the 19th. We'd stand there, but I don't know. So I went to the Irvine 5 Amphitheater. It was a big concert
5 Points
venue.
Amphitheater, yes.
Yes. And it was a wonderful concert with a Philharmonic and loads of fireworks.
Wow.
There were loads of fireworks.
Oh, I bet that was just spectacular.
It was a spectacle.
What a nice night. So tell us, I know you want to tell us about your next meeting coming up on Monday, July 10th.
Right. We meet the second Monday of every month. So we have a consistent pattern. What has changed is our location. We've moved to the PAC. So we are at the Performing Arts Center. We even have the address because some people were asking for the address. So the Performing Arts Center is Clubhouse 3, Avenida Sevilla, and we are in Dining Room 2. That is a change also. Last month they had us in Dining Room 1. They promised me from now on, for the rest of the time, this is our location. So everybody can get secure again because we were always back in the art room and another clubhouse. And
yes, so, it's hard when you're like, are we at the same place?
Yes.
Did it change? And then sometimes you go, gee, I wish I could just contact so-and-so, but
so
if you don't know so-and-so who's going.
I know, and they were at the art room looking for us, and I felt, so now we're settled.
Okay.
And it's a wonderful feeling. I'm sure that you can relate to that as you transition here. Yes. So our speaker, Patty Barnett Mooten, I heard her speak for the first time last week. She and the CEO, Jim, here I go with the name, McClure, from Alzheimer's Orange County, gave a talk at the HAC, Healthy Aging Center. So I have the two acronyms. Our meetings are at the PAC, and the Healthy Aging Center is the HAC.
It's at the PAC for the HAC.
Right. So the Healthy Aging Center is where some people with some advanced dementia go for special day care. And we provide music for them, which is what we will be talking about and why I met Patty, and her talk is so significant. She will be talking about end-of-life care. And my background is retired nursing and educator, and many years with elderly geriatric and my own husband dying of Lewy body Alzheimer's. Music is what they want. So Dan, my partner in crime here from Alzheimer's, was going to talk about the last 5 wishes. And people want to hear music. They want to hear what their loved ones thought of them and that they are loved. So in the end, the wishes are for their comfort, and that just to know about being loved, and that they can say that if they have the opportunity. So we have the form, which is called the Post form. And like as a neighborhood captain, when people move in, I pass this around. Patty will explain this in great detail. It dovetails with everybody has a DNR now, the do not resuscitate. But this gives wishes specifically for the medical service team who comes in when you dial 911. So if we, as neighbors, go around with our little kit to welcome the new neighbors, we get them to put this on their back door or their refrigerator. Because when you call 911, if you don't have, these are the physician's orders, POLST, physician's order for life-sustaining treatment. They need to know if you want oxygen or any kind, because they'll start it in the ambulance when you call 911, or they won't. And this goes right along with your DNR. So it's very important that those two documents are in sync. Patty will talk all about that. And at our meeting, our friends from Adapt to It, her name is Leslie, she's the owner and manager. She provides, through Alzheimer's, Starbucks coffee and some treats. So the meeting is free. The refreshments and the camaraderie is wonderful, and it is what we need.
And it's, yeah, it sounds like a good place to plan to start if you haven't done these things, and
exactly,
and to be very helpful. I know, yeah, my dad actually passed from Alzheimer's a year ago, and
wow.
It was really, my mom was his caretaker and was very difficult. And one time when they had alarm on the house, and in the very first time he had turned it off, set it off in the middle of the night, and she's like, did not remember that she was supposed to call and say, no, it's a false alarm, we got him, everything's fine. And next thing you know, they go back to sleep, they're all settled down, and knock, knock, knock on the door. Here comes the sheriff's department, because there's been this 911 call. So yeah, that's a really important thing. Like, I think I like that idea, and I had told her at the time, well, Mom, you need to put the number by the phone. Now you know, because when you have an emergency or something's happening, I mean, your brain just,
that's right,
it's going so quickly and so fast. You don't even know what to do.
Exactly. And knowing that there are other people that you've met at meetings along the way, having these meetings is so helpful. I had this kind of support from Alzheimer's with my husband, and we actually met at the Healthy Aging Center before. It was back in the day, it was called South County's Adult Daycare Center, and the acronym was SCADS. So we met there, and they had couples groups, and it was so helpful for me to see other couples that were going through this. So we try to provide this at the meeting. And I see Ben Ellen, he's our next speaker for next month.
In August 14th.
Yes. His wife just passed from Alzheimer's, and his story and his work with us, he was the one who worked with us as a couple. Memories in the making, he'll talk about how he involved us couples with art, how I couldn't believe, like, my husband had advanced dementia, and he could draw beautiful pictures. Wow. Who would ever know?
Yeah.
It all comes out through music and art. I guess I'm singing. I have a rehearsal now. We do the singing at the Healthy Aging Center on Friday for the clients. And I just read that before children speak, they're singing. And think about that. They're doing all this, la, 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 la.
Yeah, yes.
Na, na, na,
yeah,
na,
ba, 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 ba. Ma, 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 ma.
Think of it as singing.
Yes, that's a good point, yes.
And so if we begin that way and end up that way, I believe we really have a peaceful passing transition to our next level.
I love that. That's beautifully, beautifully said. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. It's so nice meeting you, Bobby.
Nice meeting you too.
Welcome to the village.
Thank you. Well, we have more coming away, some announcements and weather coming up, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hi there, we're Orange County Labs. Please call us today for your VIP concierge phlebotomist in-home lab collection appointment. We simply come to you in the safety and convenience of your very own home for any lab test. As a covered benefit at no cost to you, we will draw your blood for your physician with results the very next day. One call to Orange County Labs does it all. We look forward to seeing you all soon.
During the pandemic, thousands turned to AgeWell for help. Since March of last year, AgeWell has provided Orange County seniors with more than 40,000 grab-and-go lunches, 500,000 home-delivered meals, as well as transportation and case management services. We were there for you then, and we're here for you now. Stay strong, stay well, age well. Learn more about our services or how to get involved today at myagewell.org.
Hi, my name is Rhonda Plains. I'm from Fullerton, California. I absolutely love Dr. V. I am very happy to drive from Fullerton to Laguna Woods. I was having an issue with my vision. There was strobe light going off in my eye. Dr. Vias was able to get me in to see him the next day. Once I met him and he diagnosed the problem with my eye, I felt very comfortable with him, and I'm just really happy that I found him.
Welcome back to This Day. We have a couple of quick announcements for you, and these are happening here this morning. Today at 10 a.m., Laguna Woods Bible Club in Clubhouse 3, Dining Room 2. They'll do some Bible teaching, worship, prayer, and a free lunch. So if you see this, you can get there today, and then the next one will be next week. It's every Thursday except for the last Thursday this month, not on July 27th. And then also today at 10 a.m., chair yoga. That begins today, and you can head over there for some chair yoga, some great meditation. And that takes us now to a quick recap of our weather. As you can see, the fog's starting to burn off. It's starting to get pretty sunny, and it's going to be a beautiful day today. 74 for the high, 58 for the low. Friday will be partly sunny, partly sunny, then mostly sunny, with a high of 72 and a low of 58, with increasing clouds in the evening and more partly cloudy on Saturday and Sunday. And that is our weather for today. We're so glad you joined us today for This Day. You can catch us again at 12:30, at 5, and you can check us out on YouTube. Have a great day, everybody.